In the heart of the south, where Spanish moss drapes ancient oaks, hides the enigmatic city of Savannah, a city that whispers stories of its past, weaving tales of mystery, history and fright. Savannah, with its cobblestone streets and antebellum architecture, exudes an old-world charm that belies the eerie secrets it harbours. This city is more than just a beautiful landscape. It's a spectral stage where the past and the present intermingle. Savannah has earned its reputation as one of America's most haunted cities, a place where ghostly apparitions are just as much a part of the city's fabric as the living. Haunted mansions stand as silent witnesses to chilling tales that send shivers down the spine. Stories of wailing spectres, eerie figures in the night, and whispers that echo with the voices of those long past. Prepare your nerve, for we are about to delve into the spectral tales of Savannah. Our first tale begins in the historic Sorel-Weed house, a mansion marred by tragedy and despair. In the heart of Savannah, this grandiose estate holds a story that has transcended time, a tale of love, betrayal and death. Let us travel back to the mid-19th century to the life of Matilda Sorel, the mistress of the house. She was a woman of undeniable charm and grace, yet her life was far from the idyllic fantasy it appeared to be. Beneath the veneer of southern gentility, Matilda was trapped in an unhappy marriage, finding solace only in the company of a man she could never truly have, a slave named Moses. Their clandestine love affair was as passionate as it was forbidden. But like all secrets, it was destined to unravel. When their affair was discovered, the consequences were severe. Consumed by shame and despair, Matilda and Moses chose the only escape they believed they had: death. Their lives ended tragically in suicide, forever marking the Sorel-Weed house with the stain of their sorrow. Since then, the mansion has been plagued with inexplicable happenings. Visitors often report ghostly sightings: a woman in a long flowing dress, a man in servant's attire. They've been seen wandering the halls, forever trapped in their illicit love. Eerie sounds echo through the mansion, the soft strains of a woman weeping, the low murmur of a man's voice. Doors creak open of their own accord, objects move inexplicably, and cold spots permeate the air, sending shivers down the spines of those who dare to visit. These spectral occurrences have earned the Sorel-Weed house a reputation as one of the most haunted places in Savannah. Paranormal investigators and brave tourists alike flock to the mansion, hoping to catch a glimpse of Matilda and Moses, their spirits forever bound to the place of their tragic end. To this day, the Sorel-Weed house remains a chilling testament to Savannah's haunted history. Their story, a haunting reminder of a love that dared to defy the societal norms of its time, only to meet a sorrowful demise. Moving from the confines of a mansion, we journey to the eerie expanse of Bonaventure Cemetery. A mere 3 miles east of Savannah, Georgia, lies the hauntingly beautiful Bonaventure Cemetery. It's an otherworldly garden where Spanish moss drapes over centuries-old tombstones, giving shelter to countless tales of the supernatural. The most heartrending tale is that of little Gracie Watson, a 6-year-old who died of pneumonia. Her lifelike sculpture, etched in grief, stands as a silent testament to her untimely departure. Visitors report sightings of Gracie's apparition, playing around her monument or weeping inconsolably. Some have even found small gifts and toys moved around, as if played with by invisible hands. Yet Gracie isn't the only spectral resident here. Shadowy figures are often reported amongst the tombstones, their whispers carried on the wind. They are the faceless phantoms of Savannah's past, their stories etched into the cold, hard stone. Their presence adds an uncanny layer to the cemetery's already haunting beauty. Bonaventure Cemetery is not just a resting place for the departed. It's a living testament to Savannah's history, a history that's as chilling as it is captivating. It's a place where the past and present coexist, where death is not the end, but merely a transition to the spectral realm. The cemetery has played a significant role in shaping Savannah's haunted reputation. It's a place where the city's ghostly lore comes to life, where every tombstone has a story to tell, where every shadow hides a spectral secret. It's a place where the line between the living and the dead is blurred, where the veil between the two realms is at its thinnest. So, if you ever find yourself in Savannah, dare to take a walk through the meandering paths of Bonaventure Cemetery. But be warned, for it's more than just a walk through the past. A visit to Bonaventure Cemetery offers more than a walk through the past. It's a chilling rendezvous with the spectral residents of Savannah. With such a rich tapestry of ghostly tales, Savannah has cemented its place in the annals of America's haunted history. As we journeyed through the spectral veil of this city, we've encountered tales that have sent shivers down our spines and made our hearts skip a beat. From the eerie Sorel-Weed house to the shadowy corners of Bonaventure Cemetery, each tale has added another thread to the ghostly fabric of Savannah. This city, with its cobblestone streets and antebellum mansions, is steeped in history that goes beyond the mundane. It's a history painted in shades of war, death, and the supernatural. A city where the past is not just remembered, but felt in every whispering wind and every creaking floorboard. Savannah was a significant player in the American Civil War, a time of bloodshed and turmoil. The city was a battlefield, a hospital, a refuge, and ultimately, a graveyard. The echoes of cannon fire and the cries of the wounded left an indelible mark on the city. It's as if the city itself absorbed the pain, the fear, and the despair, only to release them in the form of spectral apparitions. And then there's the dark shadow of slavery. The shackles may have been removed, but the scars remain. The sorrow and the anguish of those enslaved souls have seeped into the very foundations of the city, creating a potent source of supernatural energy. The ghostly figures that roam the streets and mansions of Savannah are perhaps those souls, still seeking justice, still yearning for freedom. What cannot be denied is that these elements of Savannah's past have contributed to its haunted reputation. The city's history, steeped in violence and sorrow, seems to have drawn the veil between our world and the next a little thinner. In Savannah, the past doesn't die. It lingers, haunts, and waits for those brave enough to listen to its ghostly tales.